Okay, so looking at this now, we're on 1.4 and we're doing retrieval, so 3, 4, and 5. So it's saying how far away are they at half an hour? And so here is time, which is correct, not like Desmos, right now. So here is the time axes. And so you're looking for 0.5 away, which is right here, somewhere in the middle, right? So here, what I really want to graph is right in the middle is this 0.5. And then I'm going to draw it all the way up and find out where that point is, which is right there. Which it's not exact, because if you kind of look, it's a little bit above that line, but I'm just going to go with it. So it's about 8 miles. About 8 miles. If you want to be fancy like me, this little symbol that I'm going to draw right here, that's going to show up pretty soon. Just sync. And it's not syncing. So this just says about 8 miles, which that kind of makes sense. If you're on a bike, that makes sense. This symbol right here means about. So if you want to be fancy like me, go for it. Okay. How long does it take them to reach 2 miles away? So now I don't want to look on the time. I want to look on the hours. And so because this one's 5, that means each unit is 1. So I have to look here. So this is going to be 1. So this one is going to be 2. And I'm going to travel this way. And it's about here. And it's not perfect. Okay. Like that little one that I'm going to guess here. That's why I have to put about. It's about, so let's see. This in the middle would be 0.3. Right. And so it's somewhere there. So I'm going to put less than 0.3 hours. If you want to get more exact than that, that's fine. But really right here, because it's not going to be an exact thing, it's less than 0.3, more than 0.2. So any answer that you give me in between there is going to be a pretty good approximate. So which of these variables is represented by f of n? So time or distance? Which one of these is f of n? Time or distance? What do you all think? Anybody in the chat? Can you tell me what you think? Time or distance? Yeah, it's distance. So whenever you look at f of n, your brain needs to say, oh, you're talking about the y. So think about f of n as like Mrs. Johnson, like the name Mrs. Johnson, very formal. But y is kind of like another name for me. In my case, Nanette, right? Another way that you can, like other people call me different names, like my children call me mom, like my other people call me this or whatever. So these are the 2 different names for the same person. So you have a first and a last name. So maybe this is Mr. So-and-so, but Y is just your first name, okay? So when you look at this, you should be looking at this distance here, as this is your f of n, because this is your y axis, right? So there's a lot of different names for the same thing. Very good. Okay, so f of n is your distance. Very good. And just so that you're clear, in terms of time, that would be considered your n or your x or your x, okay? Because it's your x-axis, right? All right, very good. Okay, so thanks for listening.